Hello, welcome back to ScaleMeDown. In this mini-series, we're going to build, fly and review this 3-metre Minimoa glider kit from the Tony Ray range of aero models. Remember to like and subscribe to support the channel. And previously on the channel, we've reviewed other models from this range, including the Fokker DR1, SE5A and Kranich glider. And these kits are all available from our sponsor Steve Webb Models. I'll put a link in the description below. Now let's have a look at what we get in the box.
This is a big hefty box and it's ram-packed with goodies. Wow, what a lot of wood. The high quality parts include this crystal clear canopy, aluminium wing joiners, assorted hardware, the beautifully laser cut wood which is vacuum bagged, and these CAD drawn plans which are supplemented by downloadable PDF instructions. These are a step-by-step photo montage and I put them on my iPad so I can zoom in when I need a better view. The part numbers are etched onto the wood.
The build starts with the rudder, and this is a nice warm-up to ease you in, and it represents how the whole aircraft is built. It's light, strong, yet twist resistant. So let me show you how this went together.
You find all the parts on the laser cut sheets, freeing them by cutting through the retaining tags with a sharp knife. All these bits slot together dry like a giant jigsaw puzzle. The quality of the laser cutting is excellent and the parts fit very well, pulling themselves true and square as you go. Using a capillary nozzle, glue is then wicked into each joint. You can use thin CA for this, but I much prefer superphatic aliphatic glue. Meanwhile, the plywood trailing edge is assembled over the plan. I use standard aliphatic glue for this task, and I protect the plan with cling film to prevent the parts from sticking to it. I'm using this dense insulation foam as a building board, as it's easy to push in pins to hold the parts while the glue sets. These assemblies are glued together and soon the shape emerges. The infill blocks are laminated together from several laser cut parts. Sanding a bevel onto the leading edges and spraying the outside surfaces with water makes fitting the sheeted areas much easier. I use medium CA glue for this job. Finally, I retired to the workshop to shape the block areas. Using a razor plane to remove most of the bulk makes this job quick and easy and reduces the amount of fine dust created. I finish with a permagrip block and sandpaper.
You can see there's quite a few parts that goes into this rudder. However, it's quite easy and it's only the carving and sanding that makes any mess. You'll only need a few simple tools to build this kit.
A razor plane and a permagrip block make the carving and shaping of the block areas quick and easy. You'll also require a sharp knife, and this hobby knife set from Steve Webb Models is useful as it gives you a choice of handles and also a choice of different blade shapes for carrying out different tasks throughout the build. Although you can build with thin CA, I much prefer this superphatic glue from Deluxe Materials, and it's applied with a thin capillary nozzle to wick it into the joints. For laminations, I prefer this standard aliphatic as it sands nicely once it's set. And finally, I use medium CA for the sheeted areas. The tailplane and elevators are made in exactly the same way as the rudder, so I've sped up the film into this time lapse to hopefully make it less repetitive or tedious for you. First, the laser cut parts are slotted together dry to form a core. Glue is wicked into all the joints. Doublers are added between all the ribs. The leading edges, skins and block tips are added. Notice how all the sheeting and capping strips are all pre-cut to fit, and even the slots are cut for the hinges. And finally, the whole thing is carved and sanded to shape. Although the building method is not completely traditional, it does work. You just need to take your time and trust the process. All the parts fit very well, thanks to the super accurate laser cutting. I found the hardest thing was finding the parts, as they're spread across all of the supplied laser cut sheets.
Here we have the results of a pleasant weekend's work. I'm quite enjoying this kit, and the parts are all now sanded up, ready for covering. However, there's plenty more for us to get our teeth into with this kit, so in the next episode we'll tackle the wings. Until then, if you like and subscribe and press the bell icon, you'll get notifications as to when we update this project. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.